So what I'll do is perhaps if I can just try and talk you around it as we go there into the tunnel, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 is the weaving poles. They must go to the right of the first pole, in and out after that, cross the box and into the tunnel. You'll see that Joe's pointing to the jump. She's communicating with the dog. The dog doesn't know where she has to go. Totally taking all her cues from Joe, making it look very easy, Peter.
They are. Nothing straight on this course, and this is where you said it's tight, but it's round. My word, that's a cracking round.
It's a cracking dog,
jumping round. 32.96, well within the time limit.
Yep, great partnership, great dog, and a lovely example of the breed as well.
So next we have Sue Leach. This is an Australian working Kelpie. He's called Rio, actually. He's a nice dog. They come from Oswestry. Now these Kelpies are fast. They've been taking over for quite some time from the Border Collies in speed, but they make mistakes because they go so quick.
Well, as I say, it's all about communication again, Peter, as you say. You have to know your dog. That's what they say.
And they've got a fault already, and they've got another fault. Knocking it off. Another fault. 3 there. My word. And a fault on the entrance in there.
Looks as though she's having just a little bit of trouble coping with the carpet, Peter. If you notice, her feet are just slipping slightly. Some dogs do cope better with this surface, and it's quite possible that this is this dog's first time on carpet. And unfortunately...
Yes, and sweeping around there isn't getting a nice grip, is it?
And they usually say when things start to go wrong, Peter, they continue to go wrong. But hopefully she's still smiling. As I say, it's... Go on. Well,
disqualification there. They were disqualified this morning. I should have just said they went at it rather fast.
We must have, well, what, 3,000 or 4,000 people in here, Peter?
Yes. It's a good, big crowd.
It's no mean feat just to get here, let alone compete in front of the television cameras and the members of the public.
The errors that it was making at the beginning were very basic, weren't they? Jumping errors, yep. real fault.
That's why I say I think it just escalated. It was having trouble going over dumps. But now we've got Jane Anderson
and Bindi, another Kelpie. No faults yet. A little bit slower, a little bit calmer.
But you can see immediately that the dog is just coping a lot better with the carpet. Nice tight turn around there, straightens up for the long jump.
Well, they've been on the carpet before. They were 3rd at Olympia in 2010 in the ABC finals there.
Push out round that jump there.
She's not as fast. It's a good finish, 34.4. Not quite as fast as Joe Hislop.
Nevertheless, still a nice round, Peter.
Jason Gardner here with Still, another Kelpie, 6 years old.
Chafford's Prodigy.
Very proud to have come from Fordcombe in Kent to take part in this. Still is a 6-year-old bitch.
Yep, Jason's partner Leah also does the sport as well very successfully. And just a mistake in the weaving poles. They're only allowed 1 mistake once they've completed the entry correctly, so that's 5 faults to add for that, not a refusal. Getting in front of the dog, cueing it to turn, very nicely done.
This is quite quick, it's not going to be fast enough. Too much to do still. It's going to be 36 seconds, something like that.
Well done.
Nice one, 36.67 plus 5.
Course running very nicely. I bet Nancy's very, very pleased with this course. It's flowing, it's testing, and it's probably going just about as well as she could want. So look out now, Peter. This man takes no prisoners, Mr. Nigel Staines with Zico.
Come from Alston, highest village in the UK, isn't it, Alston?
Yeah, I think it is.
Up in the sky there, in the top of the Pennines. Australian working Kelpie again, nearly 9 years old, this dog.
One of the most successful ABC dogs this country's ever seen since the inception of the sport in 1978. Always attacks the course, Nigel, always gives it 100% and always got a smile on his face.
2 faults on the agility course this morning. Can he go clear in the jumping now? This is good so far, and this is the only straight bit on the course. They've done that nicely. Now back, double across, get in through there, down into the tunnel again.
Nigel positioning himself where he wants to be. He'll
Still
cross
not
behind.
Quick enough.
Wow.
Oh, not quick enough. 32.6. Oh, it is. 32.66 is putting them in the lead. Again, good time. You said they were quick.
They were quick.
Good time. No faults there. That was neat.
And next we have Anna Brayley. You're on the starters orders, Anna. This is Revel.
Another Australian working Kelpie now, handled by Anna Brayley, just setting up on the start line.
They had 5 faults this morning. It's much slower, I must say. Another working Kelpie, Revel. They come from Worcester. And a mistake going in there, a refusal.
Just a little bit wide from 3 to 4 there.
Refused twice on the tunnel. Normally they like the tunnels, don't they? It's not somewhere you expect them to make a mistake. They go in the wrong end. But,
but again, if the dog is certain that that's where you want it to go, it'll normally go in there. So there was a little bit of lack of communication there somewhere, and again, just turns the wrong way. I think a little bit of nerves here by Anna.
Yeah, it's cost them a bit of time. Yeah. It's going to be 37, 38 seconds, something like that. Yeah, 37.4 plus 2 faults.
Well done, Anna.
Sorry, 10 faults, goes into 5th.
So now we've got Neil Ellis.
Yeah, with Tully from Wareham in Dorset. 9-year-old Border Collie. They're getting on a bit, some of these dogs, aren't they?
They are.
This is a bearded collie.
It's not actually his dog, it belongs to somebody else, but he's running it for a gentleman
he's been doing it for 2 years as well.
Yep, he has.
So he does know it well. It's a regular dog with them. They qualified for the Olympia ABC last year.
Neil runs his own spaniel, which he does very, very well. And there's another one who's come up out of the YKC ranks very successfully.
I've got to say his time's good with this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not quite quick enough. It's quite a big dog, isn't it, to get around the course here?
No, he copes with it really
clear.
well. Look at that.
They're clear. They're not fast enough. 36.38, but they are clear.
Well done, Neil.
4th place they are overall at the moment.
So
time to beat is 32.66 for Nigel Staines, but we're looking at Jackie Kenny with Kinder, another Australian working Kelpie, 6 years old. They come from Chesterfield in Derbyshire. Nice bitch, this one.
Yep, she says it's a dream dog to own, she says. Oh, just gets it back in there.
Not quite a refusal, it could have been, but it wasn't.
So this is a quick part of the course after the weaves, across the box, into that tunnel, and then she'll get to the right position to pull it back over that jump. And then we want a nice tight turn, nicely done, straightened up.
A little bit of struggle on the carpet, as you were saying before, and same sort of problem, just not quite digging.
Traction.
This is quick.
Oh, wrong end of the tunnel.
Wrong end, an elimination. Oh dear, wrong course. Elimination. They were 3rd this morning, so that was a big disappointment for them. They were going very well. They were
hopefully, with Peter, we might be able to go back to the wrong end of the tunnel.
Should be able to see this here.
Yep, the shoulders were going that way. Unfortunately, you could just see she was actually facing in that direction, and that's
handling points, isn't it? Yes,
yep.
If the shoulders aren't pointing in the right direction, the dog will go in the opposite one.
Now this will please you, Peter, because it's not a Kelpie.
It's another bearded collie. We've had one of those, so we've got another one here.
He's had a haircut.
Yeah, Nicky Holden with Casca, 8 years old at least. Just guessing at the age, don't know. They come from Borden in Hampshire. This is a rescue dog, been rescued twice, suffered a couple of major accidents and has had MRSA.
Yeah, we talked yesterday about the rescue dogs, Peter, and get their involvement in agility. They do find absolutely fantastic homes. Quite often they come from some of the major rehoming centres. So, we've had a run past there, so that'll be a refusal.
It's only 5.
See the clenched fist of Nancy?
Yeah, it's just 5 points. Come on, keep going, keep going. They were 2nd this morning in the agility, 38.93 plus 5. They're in 6th place.
So, and there we go. Again, just taking a dog past it, but there we go.
Well, this was the winner this morning in a very good time, 33.57. Wasn't the fastest on the day, but had no faults. They were clear.
And over the years, Mark Douglas and Nigel Staines have had some fantastic tussles. Mark was a member of the European agility team this year and made the finals, would you believe? He did fantastically well. But again, this is a different surface. It's artificial surface, not grass, but you'll see Mark hopefully open her up in just a minute. It's going a bit steady at the moment.
Very well. She's doing very. She seems much steadier.
It's not all about out-and-out speed. It's about tight turns as well, Peter. Oh, look at that. That was
wrong turn, but still was fairly quick with it. Timing's good. Timing's good. They're going to give a challenge. 32.66 they're trying to beat.
He's going to do it behind here.
Not going to do it.
That's
34.32. Well, 34.32 will put them in 3rd place on this jumping competition.
And that goes to Nigel Staines with agility champion Dragon March Dark Destroyer.
Yes, he'll be disappointed with what he did this morning, won't he?
Yeah, he will be. But he'll get over it. He'll learn from it. You have to. I'm a great believer when I'm managing the teams. I'm a very much into positive thinking, taking the positives out of every situation, Peter.
Absolutely. I'm going to take the positive there. That's a Malinois that won 2nd place. Well,
fantastic.
Winners of the 2 rounds. And in 1st place, we have Mark Douglas with agility champion Collies Ruby Tuesday.
Well done, Mark.
And the runner-up of the overall event is Neil Ellis. With
And he'll be very pleased with that, Peter.
Well done. Yes, he did very well because he got 5 faults this morning, so he'd have been well in the frame, wouldn't he?
Absolutely, but that's where, as you say, tactics came in. Mark Douglas, really kept his wits about him and knew exactly what he had to do.
And exactly what I was saying before, isn't it nice? It was a beardie that came through. We said about these Kelpies, they're quick, but they do make mistakes. So the beardie got in with a nice chance. Their beardie came in 2nd.
I'll let you have that, Peter.
Well, I like getting on my soapbox from time to time.